This game looks pretty promising in the sense that there is a very definite engine to be built here. Way the Sheep also allows us to just spam a bunch of actions early on without fear of I don't know, without having to buy silver. So in this case, I don't see myself buying too many delves. I think what I'm going to do here is just go Plaza Dungeon in the hopes of spiking 5 early on, and then or I guess not. So here we can play this. We're going to discard and then take a Patrician. And I don't know, I think here we could even have an argument for playing this as a sheep and then acquiring a den, actually. I wouldn't mind that. It's definitely advantageous to find dungeon turn 3 versus turn 4, because then you're able to get the... Oh, you don't get the dungeon back, actually. So here I'm kind of incurring a bit of a risk, but I think it's okay. Yeah, Denison is honestly a bit busted in the sense that it's just very high tempo. You just gain it, you're able to buy it and then play it right away. And a larger hand size just allows you to have a greater chance of finding the cards that you want. And so it's really powerful in that sense. And here I wouldn't even be surprised if we were to go for Swamp Hag, in all honesty. Gold strikes me as like a very bad buy, actually. But again, to each their own. I think I personally want to be going for some of the Swamp Hags. And with the discard 2, we're going to be able to play a Plaza here as a goat. Although, I want to gamble and play it and hope to draw a copper. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. And so, what are we going to do? We're just going to spend the coffer and buy a Swamp Hag. Swamp Hags are going to be really useful this game given the lack of trashing. It's only in the form of Bishop, which allows your opponent to trash as well. So it comes at that cost. My opponent seems to be attempting to do a bit of a big money play, which I don't personally agree with. But again, to each their own. I'm going to get another Swamp Hag. And I don't see us playing like both Swamp Hags on the same turn is the thing. I think it's definitely going to be more of a like individual. We hope to play them like one every turn kind of thing. And then now we're going to work our way up to acquiring more like maybe Wayfarers or Plazas or something. Here we're going to play a Patrician. Going to be playing Plaza, discard, play Dungeon. Awesome. You get to play this as a sheep. And then we're going to gain, I think just another Den of Sin here would be nice. Play 2 dens. And then eventually our opponent's going to be able to play a Swamp Hag on us, which is going to be quite annoying. And I think I'm just going to get a Bishop to pivot because our turns are going to be somewhat useless, I think. And here I'm hoping to bait my opponent and getting a bunch of delves. It's just going to make it harder for them to like see their Swamp Hags. So I'm going to play that. Discard here. And yeah, I agree with the Bishop play. And I think I am going to acquire one as well. Really unfortunate that there's no plus buys here. But yeah, what can you do? All right, really lucky to find that. Yeah, we're not going to be purchasing anything here. Just playing a den, calling it a day. And here if my opponent plays a bishop, we're going to be trashing a copper, and we want to use our bishops to be trashing the estates. So this game's actually going to take a lot longer than I projected, especially given how it's a single gain. And actually, I used to ban Swamp Hack for this reason, that like it just interferes with games like this to a point where it's almost unplayable. I don't even know what my ban list is right now. Cultist, Clash. Yeah, Clashes are also one where like it's really annoying to play. But yeah. Ooh, okay. So it seems like we're unable to play both. We need to be buying a couple more plazas, I think. We're just gonna hedge here to play this. And I think eventually we might even want to build up to a bishop deck. Unclear if my opponent's able to province every turn, or I guess in this case they might be, but okay, well this sucks. I think we need some more draw is my thought. Yeah, we're just gonna take another Den of Sin. I think having the larger hand size is a bit better than hoping to find Wayfarer, is my outlook on things. And right now I think like I'm mostly hoping that my opponent's unable to like, I guess, continue this pattern of gaining a province every turn. Although they do have a lot of money, and that is to be expected of a deck like that. Eventually kind of like the curses might clog up their deck is my thought, but you know, okay, they do have a lot of money here. Oh, so last turn I wasn't able to get off a Swamp Hag, unfortunately. Here we're just going to take out an estate, and then we're going to take another Den of Sin just to hopefully get our draw consistent. And then next turn I think we're just going to keep buying bishops in hopes of being able to spike price points there. Or continuing to, like, I guess, get rid of our deck and then spike price points. And then eventually make our way to, like, Wayfarer and Delve is the hope. So here I'm debating between Wayfarer and Bishop. I think I'm just going to take a Bishop here. Oh, they had a Swamp Hag in play, I didn't realize. I guess with Dungeon, like, this Swamp Hag isn't as effective, is what I'm realizing. They're able to just, like, discard and just acquire the cards that they want. But I think in this game, I'm going to force my opponent to like gain all 8 provinces if they want to win. I think otherwise, it's going to be. I think this is the kind of route that we took for ourselves. I think, yeah. Also, I'm irrationally like protective of myself when it comes to Swamp Hag, which isn't that great, I guess. But you know, we each gotta to each our own, I guess. In this case, I don't think I want to discard. I think I'm just gonna keep it. Unfortunately here we just completely miss the cards we want, but that's okay. And then now we're going to take a Wayfarer and just now start to double province every turn. Or play Bishop multiple times every turn is my thought. And we just completely bottom decked, like, or I don't even know. We had a Swamp Hag up, but yeah. I think the bishops do allow my opponent to get rid of the curses as well, clearly, and so like as a whole, it's just kind of like a relic in some ways, unfortunately, but so if we're able to like gain, okay, this isn't really looking good for us here, actually. If we're able to gain 3 points a turn, don't think we have any more cards down there. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so we're only able to play 3 of these. We're gonna play 1 of these for sure. And then I guess, 2 bishops. And here I think we just need to take another plaza, and then we're just gonna go ham on points, is my thought. So I think the idea is we're first going to get rid of these coppers, and then we're going to work our way up to acquiring, I guess, points in other forms. But it's going to be pretty tough to overcome the lead that our opponent has gone here. But I think it's possible our opponent will miss out on a couple turns given their draws and their kind of the deck that they've created. Play Patrician, awesome. Play a Wayfarer, gain a silver, dungeon. Okay, now let's see. What should we be buying here? I think we just need the game to go on a bit longer, and so I actually think we're going to delve and then buy a duchy, I think. I'm hoping, yeah, we can keep up this pace of gaining like 3 points from bishop every turn, and then yeah, and then a couple points from other sources. And catch up in that way. Our opponent's able to gain 5 points a turn, whereas we're able to gain hopefully a bit more, and we'll see if that is able to counterbalance. And so the important thing is we're not able to buy provinces. We have to just take duchies in order so that we don't lower that pile and force our opponent to like have a harder time to acquire them. So that is unfortunately not the best start for us, but no worries. Now we're just gonna play this and then trash one of these. So I think we're at a point where we have to trash silvers, is my thought. Gain silver, and we have to hope that when our opponent plays bishop, we trash the curse. And then yeah, we're gonna take another duchy here. Yeah, that's fine. And at some point we might even have to trash one of the dens because like, yeah, I also should have bought a delve there, I think, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. so that's not good, but yeah, I think we have to trash a den here. Oh wow, they just found both curses, unfortunately. But I guess that means that this turn they're not going to really do anything, so that's good. But or they might. They do have a lot of economy. If they draw like, actually they can't buy a province at this stage now, unless they find the Wayfarer. Actually, oh, they already played it. Okay. Play dungeon. Discard these. So yeah, swamp hags are effectively doing nothing now, unfortunately, but I think that can be changed, hopefully. And it seems like this turn my opponent's definitely going to be able to hit province. And now the question is whether, how many turns we actually really have. I think we're going to be... So our opponent was definitely like, I guess fortunate in the sense that they were able to trash like all their cards. I guess it's guaranteed given how we have bishop. But yeah. Okay, well, I think we're just going to lose here, which is annoying, but... Do we have a dungeon? Oh, no. That's going to put a bunch of junk on the top of our deck next turn, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. So what can we do here? So 3, 3. We're down by way too much, unfortunately. So now we can effectively get rid of the swamp hag, I think. It's not really doing much, and then I guess we lose if our opponent's doing something like this. So we're kind of behind, but it's okay. It was a close battle, or I don't think it was that close, but I think our opponent, there was definitely a lot of cards that mitigated the swamp hag attack, and yeah, there's not much we can do about it. Or I guess we could have made a different decision in drawing something else. But yeah. So yeah, we just have to hope our opponent somehow, like, I don't know, misses 5 coins, which is a tough ask. And yeah, it seems like they hit it, and that's a good game.